Thomas the Tank Engine and Friends. Stories from Sodor. Episode 68. Coming Full Circle. Thomas and James were sitting at the sheds one early morning. Where has every engine gone? Even both the Scottish twins are gone now. I don't honestly know, James, but I'm kind of concerned. Oh, look, there's the Fat Controller. So Tom and Hat pulled up in Winston. Come on now. Sir, it's not really early days. Stop, Winston. I have a job to do. Alright now, Thomas, James, I have jobs for both of you. What is it, sir? Thomas said. Thomas, there's a shipment of ballast in Knapford, and I need to go to Vickerstown. It's for the mainland. James, same thing with you, but it's with coal at the wharf. Can I trust both of you two to get there on time? Yes, sir, they both said. Great. Now, I have to go. I'm gonna try to find these engines. Come on now. Whoa! Well, this should be fun. Yeah, come on now, Rusty Red Iron. Let's go. Urgh. At Knapford, Diesel just arranged Thomas's train. Hey, you lot. Are you bored, perhaps? What's it to you, Diesel? Well, Scruffy, I have a favor to ask. What's that? Make Thomas as late as possible. And you know that hill right near Vickerstown? Yes, why? When he gets to that, bump him as hard as you can, down the hill, into James. Why? Oh, you want some excitement, don't you? I suppose. Now, do as I say. Pass the word to the others. And Diesel rolled away quickly. Alright. And Scruffy whispered it to the others. Just then, Thomas came in. Alright, lads. Ready? Ready, Scruffy, Rickety said. Let's go, Thomas said. Why are you lot being so difficult today? He hasn't seen the worst yet, Rickety said. Thomas slowly puffed out of Knapford. At the wharf, Norman was telling James's trucks the same thing Diesel told Thomas's trucks. Alright, now, do you understand the plan? Yeah, we know, Fred said. When James gets out of the tunnel near Vickerstown, push him as hard as we can. Right, exactly. Good job, you lot. Now, make me proud. And Norman rolled away. He's a weird one, Fred said. Just then, James rolled in a few minutes later. Alright, come on, I want to get a wash down after this. Hold back, Fred said. Oh, come on, don't be difficult, James said, and slowly but surely made it out of the wharf. Norman pulled into the scrapyard. So I'm guessing you pulled off your part of the plan? Well, I wouldn't be here if I didn't, Norman said. Now what's the next part? Well, we'll both find Thomas and James and spread a few gossip words about each of them to each other. Why is that? Tensions are very high, Norman. Few gossip words and a nasty crash with both of them. Ooh, they'll be at each other in seconds. Diesel, I like your thinking. It was Sydney's idea. But anyways, let's get moving. I got James, you got Thomas. Will do, Norman said, and they both rolled away. A tired Thomas pulled right next to Norman. Your paint looks really blue. What James said was right. Huh? What do you mean? Oh, I thought you knew. Oh, well, I better not tell you. James might be mad if I say. Norman, I'm tired. What did he say? Oh, he might have said your paint was blue like the ocean, and he wished you'd plow into an ocean, because maybe that would knock that number 1 right off you, and make you less arrogant. What? James pulled up near to Diesel. Wow, you look like you need a paint job. What Thomas said was right about you. What are you talking about? Oh, you didn't know? The little blue idiot called you a rusty red wretch. I'm sorry, what? Oh yeah, he says plenty of other stuff about you. Like what? Like, he should have just left you at the mainland. You might have been more useful there than here. I mean, he said you don't even work in your branch line that much, and when you do, all you do is cause accidents. He sometimes wonders why the Fat Controller keeps you around. What? He said he's so happy you crashed on your first day. He never thought you could have handled a branch line like he does. Why, that little good for nothing, useless pile of rust! Perfect. The next time I see that rusty red wretch, the next time I see that overrated, arrogant E2, He's gonna be so sorry he ever met me. Meanwhile, Edward and Percy were at Vickerstown, shunting trucks in the yard. So when do you think Thomason's gonna get here? Percy said. I don't know. I'm wondering when James will get here, Edward said. I hope they both get here soon. Just then, a cargo car flew over the Vickerstown Bridge. What the? Who pushed that cargo car there? Percy said. I don't know, but both our drivers and firemen are away. I hope no engine's coming, Edward said. Just then, they heard a whistle. I can't slow down. I can't slow down. Help me! Should we get Rocky, Edward? I don't know yet. James rounded the corner and saw the cargo car. Oh no! He smashed into it hard. The cargo car flipped on the tracks. Well, that can't be good. James, Thomas is meant to be coming any minute now, Edward said. Well, at least something good came out of this. The trucks pushed Thomas down the hill. Oh no! Thomas smashed into the cargo car. Thomas's troublesome trucks were off the line, but unfortunately, the ballast in the trucks went all over James. The two glared at each other, thinking of all the insults they were ready to throw at each other. You idiot! You can't even handle your branch line, let alone the main line. Why'd your top hat give you this job? I don't know, James. Why'd your top hat buy you at all? All you do is show off and cause accidents. Me cause accidents? Look at you. You know, I never should have came looking for you on the mainland. And I should have never went to rescue you from the steelworks. Frankie and Hurricane should have just scrapped you. Scrap me? They should scrap you. You're the only E2 left after all. You might as well be with your rubbish family. My rubbish family? Look who's talking. You're a custom-made engine with your stupid pony truck. No wonder they only made one of you, because they knew you'd be a mistake. I'm a mistake? Almost every single family member of yours are scrapped. You clearly were a mistake. Oh, you think you're so tough? How about you take me on now? With pleasure. And he was backing up so he can get a good hit at Thomas. Alright, you two, knock it off. You both should be ashamed of yourselves, saying horrible things like that. How could you? You're both Northwesterners. You stand together proud and firm. No, Edward. This blue wreck should have been scrapped long ago. And that rusty red scrap iron should have been made in the first place. And Thomas, without thinking, shoved all of his trucks out of his way and knocked over a single. And he left Vickerstown. Go run to the scrapyards, you worthless hunk of metal. I hope you drown in the sea and live up to your name, rusty red scrap iron. Percy and Edward were in absolute shock. That was easier than I thought.